all that equipment that they need beyond what the state and county will pay for. So Secretary McDonough, if you all have any extra money at any time, don't forget us. And at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the Honorable Douglas J.J. Peters, Chair of the Prince George's Senate Delegation.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here representing the 8 senators from Prince George's County, Vice Chair Muse, Senator Curry, who played a major role in this building, Senator Exum, who's joined us today, Senator Harrington, Miller, Pinsky, Rosapep. And I just wanted to talk very briefly about the challenges, fiscal challenges we had and how we overcame them. When we first came into office in '06 with the new governor, this project was right below the line of funding. Every college was getting funded, and then we were going to have to wait till next year. So to Senator Curry's credit, the governor's credit, the President of the Senate Miller's credit, and the Speaker's credit, they all got together and said, we really have to do this. And so they came up with a concept called split funding. And what split funding did was it said, look, we don't have to put money in this year's budget to finish the building. We're not going to spend it anyway. So let's just put half the money in this year and half the money in next year. They came back, it was a winner, and so we were able to not just move this project, but 8 or 9 other projects that would have waited a couple more years to be built. And you know, our students need the best facilities in the county and the state. So I commend the governor and those leaders for thinking outside the box, for moving the project forward. I really think we have a great relationship with the county. They've always come forward with the money for the community college. And of course, we've got great leadership in Dr. Dukes and the board. And I thank you for being here today. And I look forward to filling this building with young students who are going to be our future leaders. Thank you.
What we're going to do next is we're going to hear some remarks from the Honorable Melanie Griffith, who is Chair of the Prince George's House Delegation. She will be followed by Mr. Howard Burnett, representing Mr. Johnson, the County Executive, and he will then be followed by Mr. Donoga, the County Council, and Mr. Dean, a member of the Council, will follow Mr. Donoga. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day it is to be in the 25th Legislative District. I had to say that because everyone's been referring to the 6th Councilmatic District, and Mr. D, I say it in all fun, but this is the 25th Legislative District. Senator Peters, who is chair of the Senate delegation, named all 8 of the senators. I will not be naming all 23 delegates that I represent. But I do want to acknowledge Delegate Aisha Brayboy, who also represents the 25th Legislative District and is a tremendous champion for Prince George's Community College, and the Vice Chairman of the House Delegation, Vice Chair Vaughn, who's also here and very close to the 5th District, but he does represent the 24th. I'm not going to be here long. You've heard a lot about the process that was undertaken in order to get the resources for this tremendous. I'm really excited about it, but I do have to acknowledge how classy Dr. Dukes has been through this entire process. You see, when Senator Peters shared with you that there was a moment where it looked like Prince George's County was not going to get its funding, Dr. Dukes did what most of us might be inclined to, which is start doing cartwheels, yelling, throwing things at the governor's office. Instead, she worked in collaboration with the community colleges from across the state, and they came up with a plan and a strategy to make sure that all of the colleges could prioritize their projects and receive funding. And so I want to applaud you for the vision of working with your colleagues instead of working against the people that are here to help you. I also do have to acknowledge the O'Malley Brown administration, who for the first time that I recall, and I'm vice chair of the capital budget, actually came up with a plan and a commitment to provide funding for capital projects on community college campuses across the state. This had not been done. Previously, each community college would come into our offices year after year and ask for funding. But because the O'Malley Brown administration had such a strong commitment to our community colleges, they came up with a plan to work with local leaders like Mr. Dernoga and Mr. Dean to make sure that the state was carrying for the buildings and working in partnership with our county leaders. So even if they're not here, they're ably represented by several folks, and I want to just applaud the O'Malley Brown administration. We have a lot of tremendous leaders in health in Prince George's County, and Senator Exum and I have had a lot of conversations. Many of my colleagues have had conversations about the importance of quality health care in Prince George's County. I was talking with Mr. Burnett, and I said, you know, this is an important part of our three-legged stool that is health care in this county. We've got hospitals, we've got our public health system, and we've got our federally qualified health center. In order to keep all of those systems working, reduce and eliminate health disparities, we've got to have that skilled workforce that is going to come out of this building. I'm excited. God bless you all. Have a great day.
Good morning.
Morning.
I was wondering how many times Dr. Dukes was going to make it up and down that stairway. I kept thinking I need to run up and help her up and down the stairs. So glad that she's seated in a good spot there. You know, it's my pleasure to represent our county executive today as Deputy for Health and Human Services. And it's been a wonderful honor to serve in this position the last 4 years. I was joking with Dukes before this started because I love the community college here often, and I never knew that they had so much land to build on. It's amazing how you can find land when you have the money to build, and that's a wonderful thing, you know, and that speaks to the wonderful leadership that we have for the state of Maryland, and at the national level, the state level, our county level, and all of the localities throughout Prince George's County that provide leadership, because all of those leaders are working together for the citizens of Prince George's County, recognizing the needs and providing all of the resources and services that our citizens, young and older, need. You know, and certainly Prince George's County, and I ride by it at least once a day, and every day, you know, I, as other citizens who live in Prince George's County, ride by this community college with pride. With pride because we know that thousands of individuals are being educated who are going to serve throughout the region, throughout the country, after they achieve their educational level, receive at George's Community College, or go on to institutions and other areas of learning. So let me take the opportunity, because we certainly have to recognize and take the opportunity to applaud Dr. Dukes and all of the staff, every individual, a custodian or a professor at the community college. Please, let's applaud them, students here. You know, to have this opportunity to have a health study facility that will train professionals in the health area. My daughter, who came up in Prince George's County Public Schools, is a medical doctor, major in the Army. And I talked to her last night about this wonderful opportunity we're taking because of the shortage that we have, not just in this region, but across the country for health professionals. And this will certainly be a model for the region, for the nation, as the community college has continued to be. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to represent our county executive and the leader of Prince George's County, who's done just a wonderful job for the citizens here in our county. Have a great day.
Hopefully the building will do a little better. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tom Dernoga, and it's my privilege as chair of the Prince George's County Council to be here with President Charlene Dukes, with the trustees, the foundation, the faculty, and I see students. I see Tiara Brown, my administrative assistant, who's a student here, and one of my interns, Alexa Saunders, here. And this is an incredibly important groundbreaking ceremony for